How's it going everyone, WildeThang here and welcome to a brand new Destiny video. In this video I'm going to be showing you the Necrochasm, and as you guys probably noticed in a previous video I did get the cooperative quota, so I now have the Necrochasm. My thoughts on it at the moment is it's great against lower level enemies and it's quite fun to use when you're not doing like a nightfall raid or anything like that, you know, anything that's really high level. Unfortunately the impact on this gun is rubbish and the rate of fire is ridiculous. It's like 100%. If I just show you the stats quickly. So there we go, it's 339 attack, which is the highest weapon in the game. It's got arc damage. As you can see, the rate of fire is fully maxed out. Impact is pretty much nothing. Range is rubbish as well. The stability is alright and reload's okay-ish. But the magazine size is really small for such a high rate of fire weapon. If they increase that, it would help. If they increase impact and range, it would also help. So hopefully in the future they might do a buff to this. But first thing here we have Cascade. Melee kills increase the reload speed of this weapon for a short time. Arc damage. This weapon causes arc damage, obviously. I don't even know why I read that. Accurized ballistics. More range and impact, increased recoil. CQB ballistics greatly reduce recoil, significant penalty to range. Aggressive ballistics, more predictable recoil, enhanced impact, shorter range and more recoil. So you can increase the range and impact slightly, but it does hinder stability, which you do need for a gun that fires so rapidly. Here we have Cursebringer. Precision kills with this weapon frequently trigger a cursed thrall explosion. So if you don't know what that means, it's, you know, when you kill a cursed thrall, they actually explode. So you can do that with any enemy. I think you can actually do it, I'm pretty sure I did it in PvP as well, because I did play around with this gun in PvP. I failed miserably. So I wouldn't suggest using it online. And then you got an upgrade to damage. Single point sling, switch weapons faster and move quicker while aiming. Flared magwell, reload this weapon even faster. So as you can see, that actually maxes out the reload, which could be useful if you don't mind having a gun that fires all over the place. This is what I've got as fitted stock, increases weapon stability. Rangefinder, aiming this weapon increases its effective range. And then the last four are just upgrades to damage. Now obviously you don't actually have to upgrade this gun. Once you've changed it to Necrochasm, it's fully upgraded. You don't have to go and do bounties, get XP or anything like that. It's completely upgraded as soon as you use the cooperative quota on the Eidolon alley. This is what you get basically. It would have been nice if they changed like some of the perks. Obviously they added the explosion bit, but it would have been nice to have something different. So anyway, I'm going to go try and find some enemies so you can see what it's like against them. Like I said, it is quite fun to use and I do like the sound of it. But the rate of fire, as you can see, that dude just exploded. And if he did that near enemies, then it would hurt the enemies near them. But I would say it needs an upgrade to the mag size and also an upgrade to impact and range. So, like shooting this enemy here, like it's all over the place. You can't really aim at a distance. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, I'm having to reload like loads. Right, let's see how many bullets it takes to kill one of these level 2 guys. So that's not too bad, I suppose, but then they are in level 2. If you imagine going up against anything higher than that, it's going to be a pain in the butt. I did use it on, oh see, that one exploded because the cursed thrall explosion. I did use it in a few strikes, I think, once. I think it was alright. Like I used it against Omnigul, you know, the strike that's on the earth, or Cosmodrome, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's like I said, it is fun to use. It's fun to show off, even though no one really wants it anymore, because everyone thinks it's rubbish. So I'm gonna go down here and kill these knights that appear. It's good that it's got arc damage as well. It's always nice having more arc damage weapons, especially primary ones anyway. So this is like my 3rd clip into this guy now. There you go, he's dead. Like, what? I don't know what they were thinking when they made this gun. Did they not think it was going to be rubbish? Did they not test these things? Like, I don't understand how a gun can be so rubbish. I mean, it's supposed to be rarer to get than the Vex Mythoclast. Like, it is... You would have thought they'd make it half decent, you know? Like, oh, I'd rather use the Vex over this thing any day. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree. But yeah, I think the sound of it is pretty cool, and the bullets look cool. I mean, it's firing green things everywhere. And the explosion is pretty cool as well. But that's about all it's got going for it, is the explosions, the sound, the fact that it shoots green bullets instead of like normal white things or whatever. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this weapon apart from it's not as good as it should be, is all I'm going to say. And I know WildeThang hard mode has only been out for a couple of weeks now, so hopefully they will buff it. A lot of people have already complained about this weapon, and the fact that you have to go through WildeThang on hard mode to even get the bloody thing, that's an achievement in itself, is just getting the crux of Crota to drop. So I don't see how it's rubbish. But I'd say it's not rubbish against really low level characters, well, enemies, but anything higher than, well, anything like in the 20s is probably going to be quite hard to kill, because it's just the amount of bullets you're going to have to use to kill them is ridiculous. I'd much rather be using my Vex Mythoclast or a hand cannon. You know, the Word of Crota is better than this, or even the Abyss Defiant auto rifle that you get is a lot better. I mean, that should be freaking exotic. Well, anyway guys, I hope this has given you a little bit of insight into what the Necrochasm is like. I know I've just pretty much just slagged it off and just said it's rubbish. But I do think it is fun to use against lower level enemies. If you're just running around the Cosmodrome or doing like a low level strike, it's perfect. Anything higher than that, like your Nightfalls, Weeklies or Raids, I would suggest not using it. I did try using it in Vault Glass and failed miserably and felt like a right noob when I kept dying because of this gun. But anyway guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Right. Come on, Christine, let's do this. Double down, bitch!